kind of ended on a controversial call, if you want to call it that. But James Bradberry was called for holding Juju Smith-Schuster to in the game that basically ultimately let the Kansas City Chiefs seal the game and run the time out in the end. So with that being said, Combs, I had gone back and forth all day long about this, and I am on the side that it was a correct call. He held him, and he altered the play, and yada, yada, yada. And people are like, whoa, you can call this play in the regular season, but not in the Super Bowl. My first thought was, well, if it's a hold in the regular season, then it's a hold in the Super Bowl, so you need to calm your roll on that. So first things first, James Bradberry holding call. Let's talk about that. First things first, do you think it was a hold?
Initially, when they're making contact at the line of scrimmage, he pulls his jersey, and that is the hold. So yes, I'll give you that part of it being a hold, but there is so much more that goes into this. And I know you're a Chiefs fan. Mm-hmm. I know you're a Chiefs fan. I get it. I get it. And to me, look, I had no stake whatsoever other than my money and my squares and all that other stuff, going for me. But either way this would have went. Had this been on the Chiefs and it had been the Eagles driving, I would say the same thing. You can't make that call after you haven't called it all day long. You've let the players play, which is what you should be doing in this game. You had the helmet-to-helmet on the first play of the game that should have been called. That was never called. You had the earlier in that drive, that game-winning drive for the Chiefs. You had another leading with the crown of the helmet that could have been called. Like, there are so many things that they let go through the course of the game, and they just let the players play. And then, with a minute to go after, if you watch, he doesn't throw this flag till the ball is landing out of bounds. Until the ball is 5 yards over. Watch it again, because it's not even the side judge who is off to the side right in front of where the players are at, where the holding occurred. It's not even him that throws it. It's the judge that is in the end zone who throws it, but he doesn't throw it until that ball is landing in the end zone. And that is 5 to 6 yards overthrown, by the way. It had nothing to do with the hold didn't stop him. He was still in his route. It got overthrown. He overthrew it because he got rushed. And he was just throwing the ball away, and they were going to take the field goal. They were going to take the field goal and go up and force Philadelphia to go back and do something. And you make that call, you're in the end zone. You're not even there. There's another official right there on the sidelines, right in front of where these guys are playing, who did not throw the flag. So that is what my problem with it is. It's not the fact that it's not a correct call. It's a correct call. But with all the things that officiating crew let go in that game, you can't go an entire game. And any official that has ever officiated in any sport will tell you this. You set the tone during the game.
Right.
If you are going to let the players play, fine, but you let the players play. You cannot make a call in the fourth quarter with a minute and something to go that is going to cost the Eagles, and they have no timeouts left, that's going to cost the Eagles the Super Bowl, if you haven't been making that call all day long. And they hadn't made that call all day long. So that's my issue with it. Not the fact that it's the fact of the timing of the call. And the NFL continues, the officials continue to not do anything for the storyline that is out there about the NFL being rigged. Because of stuff like this. You can't not call it all game long and then make a call with a minute 50 to go in the game that is going to cost the other team the Super Bowl. You can't do that. That is my problem with it.
You are spot on. You cannot make the call unless it alters the play of the game. Like Holmes.
Stop.
The reason why that ball was overthrown 8 or 9 yards is because he was held at the line of scrimmage. It is a timing route. It is a whip route into a fade. It is all about timing. Patrick Mahomes is thrown to the front pylon, and Juju is going to go get the ball. Now, it may not have been a spot-on throw, right? It landed a little bit inside of the pylon, about a yard or two, right? But at the end of the day, he was rushed, so therefore the pass wasn't spot on. But it's a spot throw, and Juju's going to use his speed and go get the damn ball at the end of the day.
What speed? Juju doesn't have speed. Juju was a route runner. Juju was a slant guy. Juju was not a speed threat.
He is.
Juju was not getting to that football. There's a reason why Juju was on the Chiefs, and it's because he can't get to balls like that.
No,
That's
he
why
would have got
teams
the
let
ball
him
if he
go.
wouldn't have been held by James Bradberry. If James Bradberry wouldn't have held him, Juju would have got the game-winning touchdown. And then
He held him before he was in his route. After the ball wasn't even thrown until 2 seconds after the hold occurred, and Juju was already in his route. Mahomes saw where Juju was at on the play.
Right. So
you're telling me
say?
Stop.
James Bradberry held him before Juju was in the route, right?
I already said that. I already admitted that. Yes.
So what we are getting to the point here is, why are people saying that the game is rigged and like all this other crap? I mean,
look,